Welcome to Team Battery Ram's channel. And today we're actually going to bring you our new segment where we actually go out and we actually do feature matches on local stores games. And today we actually are bringing you Myrtle Beach Games and Comics ARG Pokemon Easter Tournament. On our left hand side we have Spencer, who is playing Pika and Friends, and on the right hand side we have Josh, who is playing Clowns. And as we get ready to start here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Alrighty, and now we are. Looks like Spencer is going on to the play. He started with a Jirachi and a Pikarom on the bench. He's going to go ahead and use Stellar Wish to look at the top 5 cards and hopefully find a trainer. It looks like he will be choosing the Stadium, Viridian Forest, and adding it to his hand and then playing it. We do see a nest ball play. And it looks like we have a Pokemon on the bench now, Zora. He gives free retreat to all Pokemon that have an electric energy attached to him. It looks like Spencer is now playing an Ultra Ball, discarding Electro Power and an Electric Energy. And it didn't look like Josh here got the setup that he really wanted to get for starting for a starter. Spencer will be putting another Jirachi out on board. With Pikarom, you just got to get set up as quick as possible. Spencer will be using a switch to switch the Jirachis. And then doing a Lily for 8 cards. It's a beautiful start right there. Again, poor Josh and his little Marshadow. Spencer attaches an electric energy to his Pikarom. And then escape board to his Jirachi. Uses Jirachi's effect. Looks like there's some confusion going on. I believe they were thinking maybe that they accidentally used the same Jirachi, and he totally forgot how to use switched and brought him to the bench. I believe Josh is looking at his hand going, what a terrible hand I have. We got another nest ball from the Stellar Wish, and it looks like he is playing that. Going through his discard pile. Back into the deck. He got that Tapu Koko Prism Star. Another Ultra Ball. Discarding another Ultra Ball and an Electric Energy. And Josh is patiently waiting for his turn. Plays another Pikarom on the bench. This is the really good setup for you. I wish I could get this set up all the time. No, he's definitely using the Coco's ability. Putting him in the lost zone to get 2 energy, attach it to 2 Pokemon. 1 each Pokemon. So it looks like we have 1 Pikarom with 2 electric energy and another Pikarom with just 1. Now we see Josh drawing for his turn. He attaches a fire energy to Marshadow. At this point, he just needs to get some board presence. He does do the Cynthia. That's definitely dreadful. What he really needs to do is open up some Pokemon and get them fueled up and get them ready to go, because next turn Spencer will definitely be swinging, hopefully with a Pikarom. That would be the play. And fuel up the other Pikarom and have 2 of them going. He does draw Pokemon off that Cynthia. He plays 2 Clowns. Looks like he's using the Ultra Ball. Getting a fire energy in that discard pile. Looks like he's still deciding what he wants to get. He is getting the Marshadow. He's going to let loose. He's definitely playing the Marshadow and let loosing. The ability makes both players shuffle their hands back into their deck, and each player draws 4 cards. Really good card right now. Unfortunately, with the rotation that will be coming up in August, we will be losing that little fella. We'll be losing a lot of good cards, actually. We'll definitely be losing Escape Robe, Switches, a lot of relevant cards. Mystery's Treasure. Going to discard another fire energy, so we got 2 fire energy in the discard pile. He's going to get his little baby Ultra Beast. If you all haven't figured out, I'm terrible with names. But after playing a few cards, Josh has definitely got there with his little board setup. And it looks like he passes his turn to Spencer. Spencer going to draw for his turn. Let's see what goodies await. He does attach another skateboard to the Jirachi on the bench. Plays energy from hand onto the Pikarom, so that Pikarom now has 3 electric energy. They're shuffling their hands so much, looks like the feed camera is bouncing back and forth. He did get the energy switch with the Jirachi. Was trying to figure out why he put it in the discard pile, but okay. Retreating into the other Jirachi. Second Stellar Wish. Got him another energy switch. And he Guzmas up the little baby. It looks like he swung for 150. That attack allows him to put 3 electric energy to one of his Pokemon on the bench. And it looks like the other Pika is going to get that. And we see Josh going ahead and started his turn. He played Erica's Hospitality. Spencer did take a prize card. And Josh did promote the big clown right there. He did attach a fire energy to that clown. Then he played his Ultra Space. Get rid of Radiant. Using the Ultra Space to bring out him another little baby, so he can evolve and at least try to get some of his energy back eventually. He is going to Mystery Treasure, discarding a Lily. Got him another baby out there. And so it looks like Josh is finally halfway set up. Spencer taking out that baby last turn really affected him getting his energy back. It looks like he's just going to burst and burn. That confuses and burns your opponent. So your opponent takes the 20 damage for burn, and then they roll for the effect to see if they're still burned. And as you can see, Spencer is no longer burned. He still took that 20, and he is still confused. Looks like he is playing the switch. And then he's going to Stellar Wish. He is getting the Electro Power off the Stellar Wish. Okay, he just played the switch, and he's playing back-to-back energy switch. And he lilied and drew until he had 6 cards, and looks like he is using his GX attack. Going to knock out the big clown and a little baby, taking 3 prize cards. So far, Spencer is in the lead. He only has 2 prize cards left, and Josh still has his full 6. Josh promotes his next clown. Uses an energy switch to put it on his clown. Using Ultra Space to search out another Ultra Beast. The evolution is going to evolve the baby. And that did, unfortunately, the last attack Spencer did absolutely take Josh out of Beast ring turn. So it's a little harder for him to get in there. Josh will be Cynthia here. Drawing 6 cards. Doesn't look like there's too much to help him at this moment. He does get the fire energy. At this point, that doesn't look like it's going to do enough damage to be able to one-shot the PikaRom. He does do 150 to it. But Spencer has the double Electro power, so he can just hit it for game. Alrighty, on the left-hand side we have Connor playing Zygarde-GX, and then on the right-hand side we have Alex playing PikaFriends. And this is round 2, and this will be table 3 for our feature match. Both players are shuffling their decks very well. It's very interesting to see what the Zygarde-GX match has for the Pika and Friends, as we do a very manly handshake there. Couldn't get that out to save my life. Alright, we do get a mulligan. I have no idea what happened to Connor's Pokemon. I think he lost him on the way in. Looks like Alex got the setup here. The weakness for PikaRom is very, very serious when it comes with the fighting. If fighting can get off very well and get going, it can definitely take advantage of the battle very quickly. Alright, the mulligan has been taken. Alex takes his mulligan. Connor go ahead and draws his card, attaches the energy, and wow, he has to Lily. Only drawing 3 cards. Fortunately has no other Pokemon. He plays the Nest Ball. All he has to do here is get the Zapdos, maybe an electric energy, and able to retreat. He could knock that out and take the game. Unfortunately, Connor was not able to get set up. Oh, he gets us the Jirachi. That's very interesting. I think he just realized what he did. He sent his hand away to draw a new 6. Little Rockruff out there, please don't kill me. Alex is drawing his 6 cards. Going to play another Jirachi. Going to get the escape rope. Stellar Wishing. He will grab the Ultra Ball. He does play an Eevee on the bench. Using the Ultra Ball. Does get the Marshadow. Does let loose. Both players shuffling their hands into their deck and drawing 4 cards. I did equip the escape board to the Jirachi, bringing up the new Jirachi. Stellar Wishing again. Looks like to grab an energy switch. And now Connor's on the play. Connor does play a Zygarde-GX, attaching, looks like a DCE to it, which is a double colorless energy. Retreating the Rockruff for the Zygarde. And he did Cell Connector, which does 50, and then attaches 2 Fighting Energy cards from your discard pile to that Pokemon. Now we see Connor doing some kind of hand signals. Maybe he's looking for the mothership. And Alex with another Cynthia. He does play a Zapdos on the bench now. Attaching electric energy to Eevee and going to use the ability of Eevee. And evolving instantly into the Jolteon-GX. And then he passes. He has Guzma up the Jolteon. Attaching Choice Band. It looks to do Cell Connector again. For a total of 160. Alex is kind of in a tough spot right now. And Alex will be using his GX attack. It does 110 damage and prevents him from hitting him next turn. And Connor went ahead and Cynthia'd. Attached the energy to Baby Buzz and played the Brooklet. And using the Brooklet to search out a Big Buzz. And then Connor uses the Acrobike, pitching the Marshadow, swiping the Ultra Ball, then using the Ultra Ball. Evolved into like a rock, and forcing a switch, bringing up the good old Zapdos. And Connor responds with his own GX attack that prevents all damage done to that Pokemon by the attacks from your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX. And then taking a prize card on top of that. And then Alex played a Zapdos on the bench. Energy switch the electric energy to the Zapdos, and then free retreated into the Zapdos. And swung for 80. Connor uses another Ultra Ball. For Tapu Lele, use a Warner tag to get a Guzma. And then Guzma, he brought up the Jolteon. He brought up his baby Buzz. Then a Ringaroo for 1. Attached Fight Energy and then switched into Big Buzz. Doing the knockout on Jolteon and the knockout on Jirachi. Taking 3 prize cards. Alex promotes another Jirachi with a skateboard and then draws for turn. Alex would actually have to pull off some kind of stunt. Connor's board control right here is just too strong at the moment. But this is Pokemon, anything can happen. Using Top Coco's ability, putting 2 electric energy on the board. And playing another Cynthia. You can definitely see so far today we have a lot of decks using the escape ropes, they're using the switches, Guzma. Those are just key cards that will be going out of rotation again in August. It's crazy to see them go, especially because there's a couple of them that have been in the format so long. And we finally get to see a Pika ROM here with 2 electric energy and a Thunder Mountain on board. At this point, I think Pika ROM took a little too long to get powered up. And Connor has the Acerola. And then swings for game, taking the final 2 prize cards. Alright, this is round 3, table 5 for a feature match. On the left-hand side, we do have Daniel playing Lightning Toolbox. And on the right-hand side, we have Nathan playing Pika and Friends. Alright, and it looks like Daniel will be on the play. This is the second time in a row that we've seen somebody open up a top Coco. Prism Star there. He is using Ultra Ball, getting rid of 2 electric energy. It just seems like there is a lot of Pika running around, especially at these events. And he did get the Jirachi, and he will be playing the Jirachi. Daniel does attach the electric energy and then retreats into the Jirachi. He is using the Stellar Wish. And it looks like he gets Volkner. And he will be playing the Volkner. Allows him to get an item and an electric energy. He will be playing the Nest Ball immediately. And now we do see a Pika ROM on the board. Nathan does attach the electric energy on the Eevee and using the ability to evolve into the Jolteon, which is a really good first turn move, being able to evolve like that. One thing I have been noticing is that a lot of players are not rolling for the mandatory if you are awake or still asleep effect. Everybody's got to remember to do that. Alright, Nathan is hitting for the first attack to 30 to the active and to one of the bench Pokemon. Looks like Daniel will be getting the switch off of that. Attaches an electric energy and has an EX skateboard. It uses Volkner for a nest ball and another electric energy. And we're assuming he's already going to play the nest ball to get what looks like a Zapdos. Then uses the Prism Star's ability to attach an energy for the discard pile. He's going to do it twice. Retreats into the Zapdos. And looks like to poke the Jolteon for 80 damage. What we see here is kind of slow start to both sides. Nathan looks like he needs to get some more Pokemon out. Alright, he attached an electric energy to Eevee, evolving it into a second Jolteon. Retreat into his unharmed Jolteon. Then energy switching. And it looks like he takes the knockout without using his GX attack, so he just did the regular attack for 110, taking a single prize card. Daniel promotes Jirachi. And uses another nest ball to get another PikaFriends on the board. Attaches electric energy from his hand to the good PikaFriends. And then it looks like he's Stellar Wishing. He gets the Choice Band. With that Choice Band, he's only looking at about 180 for total damage. If he can get a hold of an electric power, he will take a knockout on a Jolteon. And he does have the Guzma. And he takes the knockout. He's taking 3 electric energy and looks to be putting it on the Pikarom on the bench. Now it's Nathan's go. Nathan does play a Pokemon from his hand. And looks like to play Kakui, doing 20 extra damage and gets to draw 2 cards. I believe that Pokemon on the bench is a Pikarom that he just attached electric energy to. And he does 110 to the Pikarom. Daniel uses the switch to bring out Jirachi and uses Stellar Wish. Does get an Electro Power. Do we see another Guzma play? Daniel manually retreats and brings up the Pikarom with a Choice Band. And GX is the Jolteon, destroying it and sending it to the discard pile and taking 2 prizes. Nathan promotes his Pikarom. I'm really looking forward into the next set that's coming out. Going to definitely change up how our current meta is. Shouldn't see too much more Pikarom running around. Alright, Nathan uses a Volkner. He gets an Electric Power and an Electric Energy. And then uses a Nest Ball. And then Nathan passes turn. Daniel does on the draw. Daniel's looking for either some more electric powers or just being able to get that Guzma out and bring up the bench GX and go ahead and take that thing out. He does Ultra Ball. Now he also too has free retreat, as long as there's an electric energy attached to your Pokemon. Oh, he is retreating and Stellar Wishing. He is looking for a Guzma. He gets the Cynthia. He plays the Cynthia. What I'm thinking is, if he could draw an escape route, he can still get it done. He does do the switch. And 2 electric powers. And that will be enough to knock it out. And Daniel is the winner. Alright. This is round 4. On the left-hand side, we have Tory playing Ultramally, and on the right-hand side, we have Connor playing Zygarde-GX again. During the tournament, we saw a lot of Pika-Rom. We definitely see a couple Ultramally decks. We saw some Clowns. As we can see, Tory is going to take a mulligan. Did not get a basic. So basically, with these 2 decks, they just need to get set up as quick as possible. I definitely want to appreciate and thank everybody for watching the entire video so far. Do remember that once we get 50 subscribers, we will have a raffle going on. I will do a video, and everyone that likes our channel and subscribe to our channel can comment on that video, and we will choose from one of you to get 10 Unbroken Bonds codes for Pokemon TCG Online. We're going to do that. We're going to do something special every time we get 50 subscribers. And make sure you also sit down there and tell us exactly what you want to be on the channel, what decks you want us to play, etc. and so forth. As you can see, Connor did start with a Tapu Lele. He did play the Brooklyn Hill. He went to go ahead and got the Blacephalon-GX. And Tory opens up with 2 Inkays. Connor attaches the Fight and Energy for turn, and then plays Guzma to promote him, and then passes. Tory uses the Nest Ball, which allows him to search through the deck and grab a Pokemon, basic Pokemon, and puts it onto the bench. And we see Connor making some W's over there. And it looks like Tory will be getting the Jirachi. And he definitely showed his opponent his Acerola. I don't think his opponent was paying attention. But he gets rid of it anyway with Mystery Treasure. Got the Tapu Lele. So the Tapu Lele got Lily, and the Mystery Treasure got another NK. So Tory's pretty much set up. He has the board that he wants. The play is to try to get that steel energy on the board as quick as possible and get some psychic energy in the discard pile so he can start fueling up his Ultra Necrozma. It looks like he will Lily for 7. He does attach a psychic energy to Ultra Necrozma. And then passes. Tory definitely got the setup. Connor's going to use Brooklet Hill. Looks like he got a Rockruff and attaches a fighting energy and then uses Cynthia. Shuffles the hand into his deck to draw 6 cards. Alright, he's put damage on both 2 of the NKs. He wants to try to take them out as quick as possible. That would be the key to hurt the deck, is to take out the NKs, so that he can't keep recycling his energy. He does evolve 1 of the NKs, 2 of the NKs into Malmar. There doesn't look to be like any targets. Looks like he's Mystery Treasuring again. Going for a 3rd Malmar. So Tory has the board set up the way he wants it. He's just having a little issue with the energy at the moment. He does play the switch to put up the Jirachi. He's got a Stellar Wish. He's going to get another switch. He's got an Erica's Hospitality. Drawing 4 cards. He's going to attach another Psychic Energy to Ultra Necrozma. He just needs that Steel Energy and he can start doing some damage. And Tory does remember to roll for the sleep effect. And he does wake up. Connor attaches another fighting energy to his active. Then he plays Guzma, bringing up Rockruff, and then bringing up a Malmar. And then retreating the Malmar. And looks like to be using Brooklet Hill now. For another Rockruff. The goal is to try to take out that immediately. Or leave him stranded. Looks like he's just going to leave him stranded. And spread some damage. Tory's going to be using Ultra Ball. He does look like he got the energy that got discarded. He fails the Ultra Ball. He will be switching his active with alternate Necrozma, and it looks like Tory is going to Cynthia. The goal is to try to draw a Steel Energy, because then he can definitely swing and knock out Buzzwole. And he so does get that Steel Energy. It takes the prize. Knocks out Buzzwole-GX, taking 2 prize cards. That puts Connor's little Buzzwole into the 4 prize attack. Attaches a fight energy and then uses Brooklet Hill to get another Buzzwole. The play would be to play some Beast Rings right now as he has a chance. Yeah, he just swings for 120. Tory attaches a skateboard to alternate Necrozma. And then retreats him, discarding his Steel Energy to bring up Jirachi again. Uses Stellar Wish. And grabs the good old switch. Plays Viridian Forest. That's going to allow him to discard a card from his hand and go search an energy. Which most likely we're going to be getting a steel energy here, and it looks like it is. I believe he has not used a supporter, and if that's the case, he can use Guzma to try to take out another Buzzwole. But he does not. He's going to play the Lily. And then he's going to pass for turn, and rolling for Jirachi's Awakeness. Connor attaches a Fighting Energy to Blacephalon-GX. Field blowers both the stadium and the skateboard. And knocks out Jirachi for a prize. Tory promotes to Malmar. So the play is to try to take him out of Beast Ring mode. He does Nest Ball. Looks like he went for a Giratina. And uses all three Malmars to charge him up. And then Guzmas up the Buzzwole-GX. And knocks the GX out, taking 2 prize cards. Connor finally gets the Diancie and puts it on the board. At this point, it doesn't look too good for Connor. And it looks like Connor goes ahead and scoops up the deck. And the winner is Tory. Welcome to the last round of the day, round 5. We have Jeremy on the left-hand side who's playing Ultramanly. He is currently 3-1 going into this round. And we have Brian who's playing Jolteon-GX Zapdos, who is 4-0. As we could tell, Brian is starting with a mulligan. And we could definitely see Jeremy does have 2 basics, which were 2 NKs, so he's off to a good start. We do see that Brian did get a basic, which was a Zapdos. And looks like Jeremy is on the play. Jeremy's going to use Mystery Treasure, discarding a Psychic Energy. Got to get that Marshadow. And then Jeremy's going to do double Nest Ball. His first target's going to probably be either a Jirachi or another NK. He does in fact get the Jirachi. And another NK. So Jeremy's actually off to a really good start. If he could just get an alternate Necrozma down and set up for that Marshadow play, that could really, really help him. He's going to attach the Escape Word to NK and bring out the Jirachi. Using the ability to look at the top 5 cards of Jirachi and selecting a trainer. Looks like he will be getting Acrobike. Jeremy plays the Acrobite, looking at the top 2 cards, selecting one and discarding the other. He gets rid of the Erica's Hospitality for another Skateboard. Then he's going to Lily. Since it's his first turn, he gets the Lily until he has 8 cards in hand. He got himself an Ultra Ball, get rid of Giratina, and a Psychic Energy. For the Ultra Necrozma. Jeremy opening up very strong here. We're going to use another Mystery Treasure, discarding another Psychic Energy, so he has about 3 to 4 Psychic Energy already in the discard pile ready to go. He fails the Mystery Treasure just to play the Marshadow, and that hurts Brian a lot. It's going to put him at 4. Or he could draw some useful cards. Jeremy uses another Mystery Treasure to get Malmar. And then passes for turn. As you can see, unfortunately the play didn't get him too well there. The let loose. So all he was able to do was just to poke Jirachi for 10. Jeremy used a Lily, drawing cards until he had 6. Attached to Steel Energy. And now using 2 Malmars to power it up. And he's going to use his Jirachi's ability. Going to get Viridian Forest. It retreats to Jirachi into Ultra Necrozma. Then taking out the Zapdos for a prize. As you can see, Brian has passed turn. Wasn't able to draw or do any plays. If Jeremy can just get a switch, put the alternate crosser back on the bench and bring up the Jirachi, there's a possible chance that he could knock out that Buzz for the game. He does play the Cynthia. And he does have the switch. Brian is determined. He'll hand out the hand, said good game. But Jeremy's going to play it out. Uses both Malmar's effects. Even gets a third Malmar. Uses Jirachi's ability. And Brian scoops up his cards before his opponent can attack. The winner of this match is Jeremy. Don't forget, if you like what you see, make sure you like, subscribe, and share.